If this story, which turned my life into a nightmare, had not happened to me, I would not have believed a single word of the narrator. It was in 2003. On March 23rd, I had a dream in which my grandfather, who died 3 years ago, appeared to me and said, "Forget about me, don't even talk about me." When I woke up, my face was gone. Grandpa said it as if he was terribly angry with us, but I didn't pay attention to it. In the morning, my husband Peter sat at the table and drank tea. I tried to talk to him, but he didn't answer. I got offended and went to get dressed for work. Meanwhile, Petya stood in the aisle and began to look at me. I didn't pay any attention to him, showing that I was offended. And then I look, someone's shadow is crawling on the wall. I was stunned. I said, "Petya, do you see this?" My husband runs up, hugs me and says, "He's come for us." I'm horrified to ask, "Who's here? What's the joke?" And then an incredible thing happened. His eyes turned red. He hugged me to him and started licking my neck. To put it mildly, I was shocked. I wanted to pull away, but it felt like my whole body was shackled. So I stood there and cried. It took about a minute, but it seemed like an eternity. My husband finally let me go and went to bed. I tried to ask him what had just happened to him, but he wouldn't talk to me. I decided to call a doctor, but when my husband found out about it, he severely scolded me. I didn't recognize Petya at all. He was always a decent man, but here it is. I had to call and cancel the call. Later that day, almost the same thing happened, only this time the husband was sitting on the couch. His eyes were bloodshot again, and he was shouting something strange in an incomprehensible language. This time I decided to call a priest. When the priest came, he just shocked me. "For God's sake, he's not breathing." "What is it?" he exclaimed. I was just terrified. I started calling an ambulance, rushing around the apartment like crazy. Finally, the ambulance arrived, and they said that my husband had been dead for the second day, stabbed in his sleep with a kitchen knife. The night after that, I dreamed about my grandfather again, who said, "Let's see how much you'll remember about him." I woke up in a cold sweat. Then I was tried. How could I explain that it wasn't me? I didn't want to go to a mental hospital, so I served 6.5 years. I'm living with my new husband now, but we have at least a few words with him every day about my grandfather and my late ex-husband.